halfway through this book when I realized, oh, I want to make this a reading vlog. And so said book is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Like I said, I'm about halfway through. I'm definitely getting the Hunger Games vibes that everyone was talking about with the trials and all that. I've only read up until the first trial, and that was interesting. They started dancing out of nowhere, which was weird. But also, the beginning had me really struggling to grasp onto the book because it was like just pure info dumping and just trying to grasp the magic and everything. I don't know how Peyton is surviving as an ordinary and saying that she's a psychic. If you want specifics, I'm on page, exactly 300. I'm at the part where she sneaks out of the castle to go talk to the resistance. And that was crazy finding that out. Thank God Ace is finally dead. He was getting on my nerves. I finished Powerless. It was crazy. I was not expecting that third trial ending, and just the ending in general I was not expecting. It was really crazy. Spoiler, I'm gonna talk about spoilers. I decided that I'm gonna change this to full reading vlog of me reading Powerless, Powerful, Reckless, and then Fearless when it comes out. It started off really slow and it took me a bit to get into it, but once our main character Peyton got to the castle and like the training and everything started, it started picking up, and I really liked that. It caught my attention, so I was wanting to read it a lot more. I can see how people are comparing this to the Hunger Games with like the 3 trials and all, and just with how the trials are set up. Like the first trial especially, that was straight from Hunger Games. I did like the enemies to lovers with Peyton and Kai. I guess you could also say Kit in a bit of a way, but she was mainly just using him, and then using him more so when she found out about the resistance and needing like a way to get into the bowl. It was really interesting to see the dynamic between Peyton and the brothers. I didn't really like how she started off with Kit being like, oh my god, he looks exactly like the king, he's a murderer, he murdered my father. Like, girl, that's 2 different people. He may look exactly like the king, but he is not the king. He is the future king, and you can help him to become a better king, which is what she did when she was like taking him to the garden and talking about how life in the slums was like, even taking him to the slums, and he could see like, oh, this is how the people, my people, are being treated in this lower area of life. I didn't like how he switched at the end to become his father in a way once his father died. I just didn't like it because he seemed like the type of person that wouldn't have switched like that, but I guess we really don't know him yet. Peyton's relationship with Kai was interesting. You know, the banter back and forth, I loved it. I loved everything about them. And then at the end, when he had to kill Peyton, but he literally couldn't because of his feelings, that was a really tough situation for him to be in, and I can see how both him and Kit at the end of the book were reluctant, but they knew for the kingdom and for the king's justice that they needed to have her brought in since she did kill the king. I wasn't expecting that bit of a twist at the end that Kai killed Peyton's father at, what, 13, 14 years old? That was crazy. Wasn't expecting that. But overall, I'm giving Powerless a 4.5 out of 5. and I'm excited to start Powerful. Yeah, Powerful. Oh, speaking of, I was not expecting Adina to be dead. That caught me off guard when she was literally dying in the center of the third trial, and then she just dead. Was not expecting that at all. So it's gonna be interesting to see her story in Powerful and how that led up to how she got to the center of the ring. Because when the king said that she is a criminal and like deserved the death, I was like, what did she do? She's just over here sewing and making dresses. So that's gonna be interesting to see, and I guess we'll find out. Now I'm going to start Powerful, which is the book about Adina, Peyton's best friend, and I think it said Mac. He wasn't mentioned at all in Powerless, so it'll be interesting to learn about their story and how it leads up to Adina's death. Hey, so I am feeling heartbroken reading Powerful, just knowing what's going to happen to Adina at the end of this little novella, and seeing her and Mac's relationship just grow and them falling for each other. Oh, I'm so scared to finish this. Like, I just got to the part where her and Mac finally kiss and like admit to each other they're tripping and falling into each other, and it's making me want to tear up because she's gonna die in a week. Not even a week, in 2 days, because the next chapter starts with her working on Peyton's ball gown for the final ball. This is heartbreaking. I'm unwell. I never thought 200 pages would wreck me. See you in the sky. Thank you for choosing the closest star. I can't.
1 week later.
I'm sorry if you can hear my heater in the back. It's cold today. I completely forgot that I was recording this series that I'm reading. It's been a week since I finished Powerful and Powerless. I just started Reckless. I'm about 60 pages in. I'm liking the like back and forth between the Peyton and Kai point of views, where Kai is just a little, like, just a step or two behind Peyton, and I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen when Kai inevitably catches Peyton and what him and Kit are gonna do, since, you know, their dad. So I guess we'll find out. So I'm about halfway through Reckless right now, and honestly, Peyton's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit with her cocky attitude. You know how she's always calling Kai a cocky bastard? Well, right now, she's a cocky bastard. Kai is taking Peyton away, like he captured her and all, and he's bringing her back to Ilya to have whatever's gonna be done to her. While they're sleeping during the night, arrows, you know, come flying down, you know, injuring all the other Imperials, but not Kai and Peyton. And they take Kai prisoner, but the whole time Peyton was just sitting at Kai's neck with a dagger to his neck, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm being rescued. I think I'm being rescued. Like, girl, how did you know, first of all? And then she's like, oh yeah, I saw the arrows. I'm like, really? Then they get taken back to this, like, it's like Lenny's mom is holding a refuge for partials, percentages, whatever they are. While they're sleeping, Peyton and Kai just get taken by Raphael. I'm like, how did a whole room full of people not notice someone breaking in to take Kai and Peyton away? Don't like how that transitioned. And then the whole sewer thing, first of all, gross. Second of all, just admit you guys like each other. I know you still like each other. You refuse to admit it. Anyways, I'm about halfway through and I will update you when I finish. What do you mean Callum is the advisor for Kit? Callum, the resistance leader. What's going on? I caught another typo. They spelled Peyton's name wrong. The editor did not do a good job with this book. What? What? I saw it coming, but I wasn't expecting it. You are to be my bride? After you just confessed in front of the court that you killed the king? And you're part of the resistance? Epilogue, Kai's POV, let's see. Whew. I should have read this closer to the Fearless release. Oh my god. I'm sorry if you can hear my heater in the background. I just needed to read Kai's love proclamation to Peyton. Oh my god. You asked me what my favorite color was once. I never even pondered the answer to that question before you, and yet I realized in that moment that it was blue. It is your eyes. Tell me you hate me and I'll still count every heartbeat, every freckle, every shiver of your body if only you say it with a smile. I may be a monster, but if you cut me, I'll bleed. And if you break my heart, Pay, you'll break me. So if even a sliver of your soul longs for mine, I'll spend the rest of my life trying to deserve it. And then he says, but you are my undoing, my deliverance, my downfall, disguised as a deity. You are my ruin. Call me crazy, I don't care. Just call me yours. That was Warren Roberts taking my heart, squishing it, and throwing it into oncoming traffic and it being ran over by a semi-truck. Ugh. I'm so scared right now. She's thick. Here we go. So I'm about 100 pages into Fearless, and every time I read a chapter in Kai's point of view, it makes me want to tear up. It's just so sad, the situation he's in. Give this man love. So I have a theory. I'm about 220-ish pages in to Fearless. I have a theory that Peyton is Edric and Iris's daughter, because we have Edric's point of view in this book, and it's talking about how him and his wife Iris, which is Kit's mother, she died giving birth to an ordinary, and I think that that ordinary is Peyton. We'll see. What do you mean Peyton has to fight Kai to the death? No! I'm gonna start crying! I'm not doing well. I had to stop in the middle of the fight scene to start work. And I'm so anxious because during Lauren Roberts' 3 truths and a lie she did, one of them was that Kai dies, and I'm really hoping he doesn't die. I will literally bawl my eyes if he dies. No. 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 Kai. No, we can't be dead. No, no, no. No. There's no way it was a nightmare. No. It wasn't a nightmare. I can't. There's no fucking way he's dead. There's no way. Well, I guess Kai is not dead. Thank God. He just found Peyton in her room because apparently he was drugged. Still don't know who she was actually fighting, but listen to this. Peyton, I love you. Like nothing else before, I love you. And I've been waiting to tell you since I realized your eyes are my favorite color and your freckles the only constellation worth looking at. I could lie, say that you've stolen my every thought and heartbeat like the thief you are, but all of me was already yours. Pei, you are my inevitable. You are my inevitable in death and in love. I'm not doing okay. Okay, I have another theory. Kit is explaining who actually died, who Peyton actually killed. They're saying that it was an illusionist that was making an illusion over another wielder. The only other wielder we know of is Mac. And I think in the prologue, it was him and Kit meeting in that alleyway. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so I was right. It was Mac. At least him and Adina are reunited in the sky. But I'm so scared because the trials, like, and everything just ended on page 400, and there's still this much left. What's gonna happen? I'm scared. Listen, I know the willow tree has some significance with Kai and Peyton, but did they really have to do the dirty on top of Ava's grave? What the heck? Oh my god! Plot twist. Peyton is Callum and Iris's daughter? And Callum has been feeding the king information about the resistance. That means Kit just married his half-sister. Ew! I'm also a little scared that Kit's gonna die at the end of the book because why is he hacking up along every other chapter? Jump scare. Yeah, I pushed the bangs back. I look like I've been run over by a truck. Don't say anything. This flavor is so good. This is my first time trying it. It's the sherbet swirl Alani knew. Not sponsored. Wish it was, but it's so good. Literally tastes exactly like a sherbet ice cream. I finished Fearless, and I had to stare at a wall for about 5 minutes. So what I guessed was happening, like with Kit and Kai and Peyton and everything, and like how I guessed that Kit's gonna end up dying and that Kai and Peyton are gonna take the throne. That did happen. The way it happened was not how I was expecting it. I'm not gonna spoil the entire ending because everyone needs to read this because it's absolutely crazy. The last, like, what, 150-ish pages was insane. Plot twists left and right. It was crazy. Like, mind blown. That's me right now. Mind blown. I'll talk more once I've gathered my thoughts.
One eternity later.
This is the first time I'm using my light, so it's a gloomy, rainy day. I finally got around to recording this. Here's my reviews on the Powerless trilogy. So to start off, we have Powerless. I rated this 4.5 stars. I really liked the concept of it. I think I talked about it earlier in the video. I just loved everything about it. It was the perfect start to a series, and I loved everything. The next book is the novella Powerful. I rated this 3.75 stars. Not quite a 4-star, but not quite a 3-star. Honestly, I feel like this is my least favorite out of all the books in the series. It didn't feel necessary, but I could see why Lauren Roberts wrote it, considering that one of the characters does show up 2 books from now in Fearless. But yeah, I didn't think it was necessary. I didn't like how Adina and Mac just instantly, it was like insta-love. It wasn't like Kai and Peyton where, you know, they're spending 24 hours next to each other every single day for months, or a month. This, Adina and Mac were literally catching up like every couple days. And they're like, oh my god, I love you, girl. Next up is Reckless. I gave this... What did I give this? I think I gave this one 3.5. Powerful was 3.5. This is 3.75, I'm pretty sure. I'll put it on the screen, what it is. But I can see why everyone says that this is a filler book and literally was not needed at all. This whole book spans 2 weeks, and it's just back and forth, 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of thing between Kai and Peyton, because Kai is going after Peyton. But the ending of this was a shocker, and how it led into the next book, Fearless, was crazy. I really loved, the one thing I did really love was Kai's love proclamation to Peyton. It was beautiful, made my heart grabbed my heart, threw it into oncoming traffic, and it got ran over by a semi-truck. And finally, we have this hunk brick of an ending. I loved this. I rated this 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. Overall, this series is a 5-star series for me. I loved every single minute of it. Fearless, however, I felt like it kind of lagged a little bit, or load, whatever word you want to say. In the middle, it kind of dragged on a bit, if you would say. And then the ending, like a lot of people have said, it was rushed. We could have had maybe 50 more pages or so to explain what was going on. And Lauren Roberts says she has 2 more novellas in the make for this series, and I can guess what one of them is going to be about. I don't know what the second one, I don't know who that's going to be about. Didn't like how Blair's still around. Just die. Like, stay dead. And the whole thing with Kit, I started not liking him in this book, and then only for him to turn around and be like, I love my brother, I love you, like basically obsessed. I just didn't understand that whole arc with him. I would have never guessed it, which, I mean, could that mean that Lauren Roberts is a great author, great writer? Sure. Overall, I did really like it though. Alright, so that is my reading vlog of the Powerless trilogy. If you have any ideas or videos you'd like to see, please comment them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!